There we go. And hopefully I'm coming through on here. What are you doing down there? Good boy. Okay. Just make sure the sound is working. Oh wow, that's pretty far behind. Oh, now it's caught up. Okay, so I'm not sure if the sound is working or not. Hopefully people can hear me. Oh, yeah, no, I hear it now. Okay. All right, I'm going to give it a few minutes. I don't know if... Hopefully Lynn will make a post that we're going to be doing in here today. Want to come back here for me, bud? Where are the comments? Okay. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Meet the Dog. I am your friendly local kennel assistant, Chris. And first and foremost, I need to apologize for last week. It appears that people were watching. The problem was on my end. I did see people's questions about Deanna. I just didn't see them until about maybe half an hour later when my phone decided to load them all at once. So sorry about that. Thankfully this week they are loading normally. But today with me I have Mr. Jack. Jack is from our Christmas litter, born back this past Christmas. His parents are Sir Richard and Capri. The last time we weighed him was in July, so back then he was around 94 pounds. So I'm assuming around now he's probably over a little bit over 100 now, probably a good 110. He eats 3 times a day. He eats 3 cups in the morning and at night, and then 2 cups for lunch. Looking at his training logs, it appears that his recall and his pace are doing very well, but he has a lot of focus issues. Personally, I have a hard time believing the recall thing because at the barn, while he's out playing, he has the worst recall. So I have a hard time imagining him recalling, but if they say he's doing well while he's recalling well while he's has his vest on, then you know what, I'll take it. Let's see. Some fun things about Mr. Jack. Let's see. He is our happy idiot. Has been an ongoing argument about whether he is just too smart for his own good or whether he only has 2 brain cells rubbing together in there. There are times where it seems like he's outsmarting us, and then there are other times where it seems like he's just kind of coincidentally just happens to be doing the thing that we don't want him to do. Like I said, recall at the barn at least is a bit of an issue with him. He rarely, when he's out playing or after meals, he rarely comes when he's called. I'm sure you've seen on the cameras while we're feeding that we will often have to leash him up to get him back in. because he just wants to keep playing and playing and playing. And ooh, buddy, what's that on your face? Looks like you might ooh, looks like you cut yourself somehow. Okay, I'll deal with that later. I'll patch that up later. As I was saying, you might have seen that we have to leash him up often. That's because when we let him out to play or let him out to eat, he very rarely wants to come back. And for a long time, I thought it was just because he knew full well that once he was in the kennel, he wasn't coming out again until we let him out again. But now I'm starting to become less sure of that. But he's a good boy. He's a real sweetheart. He loves people, loves attention. Recently he got neutered. He was neutered a couple weeks ago. One of our volunteers took him for a couple nights to wash him. I do not know how that went, but I know he can be a handful, so I'm hoping it went well. With that, I will open it up to some questions about Jack. Hey Jack, you want to turn around and face the camera, buddy? Oh, hey, maybe you do know your name. Who's a good boy? What happened there, buddy? What did you hurt yourself on? Crafty asks, is Jack ready for the neuter scooter? Jack was actually already neutered this past week. Not past week, couple weeks ago. And I'm hoping that now that he is neutered, he will stop marking everything, because that's been leading up to his neuter. Oh, hold on 1 second. Jet. There he goes. I'll get him back in a second. Leading up to his neutering, he had a habit of marking everything. He'll be back in a second. But he had a habit of marking everything, so I'm hoping now that he has been neutered, he will calm down a bit on that. I'm going to see if I can get him back in. Sarah.
Yeah.
I'm doing the dog with Jack. I'm doing the dog with Jack right now. Jack, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Okay, I got him back. Jet. Okay, he'll be back. Alright, Crafty asks, who are his dog friends? So he gets along well with his siblings. So he gets along well with Army, sister. Jack, come on, buddy. I got him. I can get him. Yeah, I got him.
Sorry, guys, that was my fault. I'm not walking so I can't help.
So you went outside to say hi to Sarah, so that's why you ran off. But he gets along very well with his siblings. We're going to try, maybe at some point, trying him with some of the tribbles, see if he gets along well with them. Who else? Oh, he gets along very well with Nessie and Sandy. He plays very well with them. The only dog that I know for a fact he doesn't get along with is his brother Davis. He does not get along well with Davis. They have had a few different fights, so they have to be separated at all times. And then recently he had a bit of a spat with Gretel, which was surprising because the two of them used to get along. So I don't know what happened there. Those are the only two dogs that we have to be worried about him with. Other than that, he seems to get along with everyone else. Crafty also asks, is he good with children? I'm not sure, actually. I don't think he's had any experience with kids yet. I think he'd be fine. I think my one concern about him and children is that he can be a bit of a handful. He can be very energetic, so I guess my one concern would be, would he be able to separate playing with other dogs from playing with people? So we have not had a chance to test that out yet. But I'm not too worried because he just generally loves people anyways. So I think he would do fine with kids. Good boy, huh? Good boy, Jack. All right. Any other questions about Mr. Jack? Good boy. Huh. Let's see. Gonna refresh the page because I learned my lesson last week about doing that. Any questions about Jack? I'll think about. Let's see. Any fun facts I can think about Jack in the meantime? Let's see. Anything about Jack? Might be taken for an overnight at some point. I'm going to look into doing that. I was waiting till he was neutered to do that. Crafty asks, do I prefer Dog of the Week in the ice building? You know what? I think I do. A lot less noise, a lot less birds, and you know what? Better temperature control. Much better temperature control. Crafty asks, how is he like his mom? So I don't have a lot of experience with ChrisE. I think I've only met ChrisE maybe once, and it was while she was here after having them. So I don't have a lot of experience with ChrisE. I have had very extensive experience with his uncles, the rest of the Sizzlers, and I can tell you, he takes a lot after that side of the family. Oh boy. All the brothers do. All the brothers take after the mom's side of the family, I would say. If ChrisE is anything like her brothers. The one thing that I know for sure is that they are both mantles. Though I think, as far as the litter goes, I think Bessie looks the most like ChrisE. Jack looks a lot like his Uncle Rambo. He has the same kind of markings on his head as far as his mantle markings go. So I think he looks like his Uncle Rambo. Alright, gonna leave it open for any last minute questions about Mr. Jack. You got such a droopy face, buddy, huh? Any last minute questions about Jack? One more minute. Oh boy, who's a good boy, huh? Who's a good boy? Hey, Jack. What's up? What's up, buddy? What are you looking up there? Huh? You want to turn around? Look at the camera? You want to look at the camera? Huh? You want to get okay? Yeah, there he is. What a droopy face he's got, huh? What a droopy face. You look a lot like your dad. You look a lot like your dad, Sir Richard. You got that same droopy face. Same droopy face. And you shake a lot, huh? Good boy. Crafty asks, and this will probably be our last question, how is he like or differ from his siblings? I would say he is actually a lot like his siblings. They are all kind of, I would say they all kind of take after the mom side of the family. They all have that Sizzler attention hogging, where they really want to be the center of attention, really just want that one-on-one attention from people. Jack is a lot like his brothers in that they are all very food. Actually, hold on, no. Jack is actually the only one of the Christmas boys who's not food motivated. He used to be, and then all of a sudden one day, as he chews on his coranda, Jack, hey, cut that out. Yeah, he used to be very food motivated like Davis and Wallace, and then one day he just decided, you know what? Nah, I don't really care for this. And he just, it wasn't really, he just stopped eating outside his kennel. I think he was picking it up from Sandy and Nessie. But they are all, everyone in the Christmas litter is very friendly towards people and just love attention. So I think they all have that in common. And I think and a lot of them also do that thing where they don't want to eat outside their kennels. We've overcome that, though, or it seems like we are. Is there any wood I can knock? There is. Knock on wood. They have overcome that. Or are overcoming it, I should say. So he has that in common with several of his sisters. But it differs actually quite a bit from his brothers in that aspect in the food. But I think that's all the time we have today. Thank you all for tuning in. We might be doing it. Jack, knock that off. I think we might be doing it here from now on if able. So I guess just from now on, if you don't see Meet the Dog happening in the arena or in here, just check the other one, and hopefully if it is happening that week, it'll be in one of those rooms. But thank you all for tuning in, and hopefully I will see you all next week. Have a good one. And I got locked out, so sound's gonna be on for a little bit until I get out of here. Wait.